I have to be clear about it. Galit ako sa kanya, sa ginawa niya kay Pastor Apollo Kibuloy at kay President Duterte. Pero ngayon naawa ako sa kanya dahil after nung ginawa niya lahat-lahat, binigyan siya ng posisyon, tapos sinibak lang rin siya. Galit ako na naawa ako. I don't know if he did it now without the clearance of Malacanang, then maybe meron siyang nasagasaan.
Magandang araw po mga kababayan. Grabe, napakainit po ng pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw mga kababayan. Ito nga po ay kaugnay ng pagkakasibak nitong si General Torre na ngayon nga po ay pinalitan na nitong bagong PNP chief na si General Nartates mga kababayan. At dito po sa bidyong ito ay alamin po natin kung ano ang naging dahilan kung bakit nga po na pagdesisyon na ng Pangulo na palitan itong si General Torre mga kababayan. Ito po, sabay-sabay natin panoorin kung ano nga ba ang dahilan kung bakit pinalitan o nasibak itong si General Torre. Panoorin po natin. Pero bago yan, kung bago ka pa lang dito sa ating channel, ay mag-subscribe ka na at i-click mo na din ang notification bell para maging updated ka sa mga susunod pa nating video. Pag-like at pag-share mo na din ang video ito sa iba pa nating mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po.
Well, as I've said, expected na yan. Expected na yan. Expected yan sa serbisyo. You can be relieved anytime. Habang functus officio. You are good while the need exists.
Habang may kailangan.
Ha?
Nag-meeting ako yung dalawa.
Oh, pumunta sa opisina. Walang, I just give him my piece of advice as former chief PNP. Yun lang sinabi ko sa kanya.
Nako.
Ha?
Nakipag-uusap pala kay Senator Bato si General Torre. Hindi kaya yun ang dahilan.
Andyan pa rin. Andyan, relief is just routine function ng organization yan. Kahit na your relief purpose, if you are not facing administrative or criminal cases, then andyan lahat ng yung mga benefits mo. But in this case, is very unique because he still has more than 1 year to go before his mandatory retirement age of 56. So nasa kanya yan if he doesn't give up his rank, his 4-star rank, ay pwedeng ang chief PNP or yung magiging acting chief PNP is will be holding a 3-star rank only. Because
Pwede pala yun na hindi muna magretiro tong si General Torre kahit pinalitan na siya. So mangyayari, yung pumalit sa kanya na 3-star ang magiging chief PNP. Pero siya yung 4-star. Hindi nga lang siya yung chief PNP.
because andyan pa yung hindi pa retired yung 4-star rank holder. Because according to the law, there should be only one 4-star rank in the Philippine National Police, and that is the chief PNP. Ngayon na siya ang chief PNP, siya binigyan ng 4-star rank, hindi pwedeng magkakaroon ng dalawang 4-star. So, paretirin muna siya bago ma-4-star yung i-appoint na bagong chief PNP. He can be assigned with the office of the chief PNP in a floating status. Yung floating status, parang for accounting purposes, dyan ka lang sa office of the chief PNP kasi you are still receiving salaries and remuneration from the government. So, kailangan ma-account ka, and in order for you to be accounted,
Mukhang malabo yun. Hindi papayag siguro si General Torre na ando siya sa opisina nung taong pinalit sa kanya. Parang insulto naman yung dating nun para sa kanya. Siguro mag-ano na lang to, mag-retiro. Sabi naman bibigyan daw ng panibagong posisyon.
or you have to stay with the office of the chief PNP. Ha? Hanggang mag-retire siya. Because kung pipilitin mo siyang mag-retire, that would be against the law. Kung siya voluntaryo na mag-retire because feeling niya naawa siya kay General Nartates or whoever is the next or the incoming chief PNP, maawa siya na hindi makuha yung 4-star, di na sa kanya na rin yan. Mag-retire siya voluntarily. Pero hanggat hindi siya mag-retire, nasa kanya ang 4-star rank, hindi talaga pwede magkakaroon ng 2 4-star sa PNP.
Sec, good morning po. Sec, di naman dingid sa atin na nagkaroon ng conflict between yung NAPOLCOM resolution and the PNP leadership. And lately, naglabas din ng mga manifesto of support yung other mga units ng PNP to support General Torre. Sa tingin mo, magkakaroon ng conflict po dito sa nangyari?
Di naman. I think those statements were done in an emotional state. I think in the end they will follow their oaths and be true to their service. We do not consider it in any way as such other than as a statement of support. We do not color it with anything else except that. So we do not expect anything different from the service after this turnover occurs.
Sec, tanong lang. Did you recommend the relief of General Torre after this conflict?
Sir, that is a prerogative of the president. I have no say whatsoever, nor did I advise whatsoever. A chief PNP is the sole body, the sole entity to tackle such an appointment, or relief is only from the office of the president.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Jason Gigales of Inquirer.
Good morning, SILG. Paano po if hindi po nag-retire si General Torre po? Kung ayaw ho niyang mag-retire, if he doesn't give up that rank ho, that position, that 4-star position ho.
That will be taken up by the NAPOCOM. However, I was privy to a conversation that the president is considering him for another post in government, and we will know soon if General Torre will accept.
Okay, sir. Second question ko lang po on my end.
Operan lang pala ng ibang position kaya pinalitan.
With the appointment po of Nartates, would you happen to know po, ano po yung rationale behind his appointment? Ano po yung reason particularly behind him being selected for this, to replace Torre po?
Again, your question was
Ano pong rationale behind Nartates being the selection to replace Torre?
well, General Tatas has served the PNP with distinction, much less with honor and with integrity. The president, in his while ruminating through the papers and through the qualifications, so that General Tatas was best qualified to be the next chief PNP.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Marlene Padiernos of DZMM.
Hi, Sec. Sir, nabalitan nyo kanina walang nalabag na naging paglabag si General Torre na posibleng naging dahilan ng kanyang pagkakasibak po sa service, sa pwesto po. However, sir, ano po ba yung nakikita niyo hindi basta siya sa serbisyo ni General Torre? And nung nalaman po ninyo na aalisin siya bilang Chief PNP, nagawa niyo ba siyang, nagkaroon po ba ng pagdepensa kahit paano para mapa-stay siya doon sa kanyang post,
Okay.
sir?
In terms of the reasons behind it, again, I defer to the president. He is the sole entity to answer that. We just received orders. I can, with all honesty, say that the General Torre and I talked several times regarding the situation, and even the president and him talked several times, and the conversations were very candid and very there was no intensity to it, and it didn't lead to anything more than conclusions after that by the president.
Sir, I understand na bagit niyo na po kanina na wala kayong inaasahang conflict within the Philippine National Police kung sakali man dahil dito po sa biglaang pagkapalit ng hepe. However, sir, Noong nakaraan kasi, nabanggit kanina, may mga nagpahayag ng pagsuporta kay kay Sir General Torre. And may ilan po na nanawagan pa ng pagbabago niyo po sa serbisyo, sa pwesto bilang SILG. Ano ho ang inyo pong thoughts about this? And if ever may mga ginagawa pa tayong paghahanda sa...
Like General Torre, I serve at the pleasure of the President. So I leave it up to him kung ano ang decision niya tungkol sa akin.
Meron parang mga kapulisan na nanawagan para mag-resign itong si Secretary John Vic Remulla. Kasi po dito sa tanong ng isang reporter mga kababayan.
Thank you so much. Mr. Mark Obleda of Police File Tonight. No questions? Okay, Mr. J. Mark Dagana of Radio Pilipinas. Okay.
Kaya lang nanaig itong si Secretary Remulla. At ang natanggal nga po ay itong si General Torre.
Mr. Ace Cruz, Balitang A2Z.
We will have to wait for the president to make the announcement. I'm not at liberty to. I actually don't know for a fact of what will be offered to him, but it has been brought about during our conversation that he is thinking of offering a position to the former chief PNP. Yes.
Okay. The president said that, sir.
Yes.
Yung usapan nyo. Okay.
Yes, he is being considered for another position because the president still believes in his capacity, in his organizational strength, in his vast experience in the service. So the president believes that he can be of use in other positions critical to the nation's development.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
If there are no more questions, are there any more questions? If there are none, we will now proceed with the official assumption of duty. 2-minute break, I think. Sec, would it be fine? So that we
Okay.
Okay, 2-minute break and then we will assume. Thanks.
Okay, please sit down. My fellow Filipinos, today marks a great opportunity, one that is rooted deep within the aspirations I have valued. As I assume as the chief or to lead the Philippine National Police, I am reminded of the dreams I harbored for a safer, more secure Philippines. A dream where my grandchildren and indeed all Filipinos families can walk our streets without fear. In the next years, as I direct the course of the Philippine National Police, I'm committed to ensuring that this institution stands greater than ever before. Not only in terms of strength and efficiency, but also in the trust and respect of the people. I thank God Almighty for bestowing me this unique opportunity to lead the 228,000 strong personnel of the Philippine National Police. Mga idaldaulo, iti pagilian tayo, Apo madaydayaw, His Excellency Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., President, Republic of the Philippines, for his trust and confidence to implement the needed reforms in the organization. Thank you so much, Apo President. To the dynamic Secretary of the Department of Interior and Local Government, Honorable Juanito Victor Junbic Remulla, sir. Thank you for your support. To the outgoing and the first Lacan Chief PNP, Police General Nicolas Deloso Torre III. Thank you for steering the PNP for what it is today. To my beloved family who has nurtured me to what I am today, my father, my mother, and my brothers, my wife Mary Rose, and my children who are the source of my strength and inspiration. I would like to recognize the presence of all government executives, friends, relatives, and the beloved members of the Philippine National Police who are here present, especially our members of PMA, Talangayodiwa class of 1992. At sa lahat, sa okasyong ito, isang magandang umaga sa ating lahat. My story began many years ago as young lad growing up under the care of my grandfather, who served 16 years as the chieftain of the humble barangay of Mabilbilasor, Santa Ilocos Sur. Sa apong ko unang nakita ang kahalagahan ng pamumuno, disiplina at kaayusan. Holding on to these early impressions in life, I went on as PMA cadet, eager to learn more. Through the rigors of cadetship, I was able to internalize the deeper meaning of courage, integrity, and loyalty. From the halls of the academy to the streets where I patrolled as a young lieutenant, every experience has shaped me into the leader I am today. My aspiration has become to lead with integrity, to serve with compassion, and to protect our communities with unwavering dedication. But today is not just about my story. It is about the collective narrative of the Philippine National Police, an organization built on the pillars of service, honor, and justice. Over the years, we had been guided by the wisdom and insights of my predecessors. It's like our former Chief PNP, General Acorda, palakpakan natin, who have left behind a legacy of best practices. Together, we have overcome adversity, solved crimes, and have worked tirelessly to protect our vulnerable communities. Our aspiration is clear: to become a resilient organization able to provide a safer, more secure environment for every Filipino, where justice prevails and all can live without fear. Kahalintulad ng sinabi ng ating mahal na Pangulo, na ang pangarap mo ay pangarap ko rin at pangarap nating lahat. Ito ay ang magkaroon ng isang bagong PNP para sa isang bagong Pilipinas. And in order to realize this dream, we shall march together and traverse this path by carrying out the needed programs that will continuously transform our organization. First is, in an overwhelming landscape of threats, innovation in patrolling and investigation is the key. We can deny the occurrence of crime through the mastery of community, strategic deployment, and police visibility in crime-prone areas. In the occurrence of crime, we should provide investigative solutions by identifying personalities and group involved, secure evidence that will ensure their guilt before the court.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, hanggang dito na lang po muna ang ating video. Kung ano man po ang inyong opinion na suggestion patungkol nga po sa pagkakatanggal nitong si General Torre, ay i-comment nyo lang po sa baba mga kababayan. Naway maging kabahagi po tayong lahat tungo sa pagsulong at pag-unlad ng ating pinakamamahal na bansang Pilipinas. Ingat po kayo palagi at maraming salamat.